All right, so this is question number 6 in 2.7, Foundations of Math 10, Foundations of Math and Pre-Calculus 10. This is section 2.7. So the question reads this. Two trees are 80 meters apart, you see in the diagram, 80 meters apart. From a point halfway, okay, that's important information, between the trees, the angles of elevation of the tops of the trees are measured. So if you see this problem on a quiz or a test, you have to understand what this is saying right here. The angles, that's more than one angle, of what? Of elevation. So elevation is from the horizontal up. It's the same as inclination, so please remember that. The angles of elevation of the tops of the trees. Or you might read, you might hear angles of elevation of the line of sight to the top of the trees. Those are all the same sort of thing. Are measured. What is the height of each tree? Okay, so here is the angle of elevation for the first tree, it's 20. The angle of elevation for the second tree is 25. If we are exactly halfway, which tree is taller? It appears that, according to the diagram, this tree is taller. And that will be the case. This tree will be taller. Why? Because we have to look further up to see the top of the tree. You see that? So you have to, the angle is 25 degrees to look up to the top of the tree, and on the other tree it's only 20. So hopefully you're seeing that this height right here is going to be smaller than this height. All right? Okay, so let's go to work. We have to solve for this height right here. Let's say height 1 of tree number 1. Do I have enough information to use the trig functions? And I'll just redraw the triangle over here. So it's a right triangle because it's a tree and the ground. I've got H1 here. I've got an angle of 20 degrees here. And I'm looking for H. So do I have enough information? What else do I know about this little triangle that I just drew? Sorry, what was that? Yeah, the bottom is 40. You're right. It's 40 meters because this is a point that's halfway. So 80 divided by 2 is 40. Okay, awesome. So which trig function am I going to use? Remember SOHCAHTOA. So tan, I'm hearing tan. Okay, this is the opposite side, and this is the adjacent side. Opposite, adjacent is tan. Very, very good. You guys are on the roll here. So tan of our angle that we're given is 20 equals opposite over adjacent. So we always start with that, and then it's easy to find out what H equals. This is 40 times tan 20 degrees. Okay, and you may be quick on that. Maybe you've done that already, but I'm going to do it up here too. 40 times tan 20. 14.558, did you get that? Yeah. Okay, so let's say H1 is 14.6, nearest what? Oh, nearest meter, height of each tree to the nearest meter. So 40. So that's actually going to be, the height is 15 meters, right? Okay. So that's going to be the height 1. Now that's part of your answer, so you can circle that. I have to do another piece to this. So maybe you can go ahead and find out the height of the second tree here. I'll just help you out a little bit here. Okay, so take a moment and see if you can find out this height number 2. It's exactly the same as we did with height number 1. Okay, so the second part of this question is exactly like the first. The second height should be 19 meters as well using tangent. So what is the height of each tree to the nearest meter? The height of the first tree is 15 meters, the height of the second tree is 19. We were correct in saying that this second tree should be a little bit taller. Okay, any questions about that?